All right. What's good? Bomb Squad. We're going to start it off with that. The Bomb Squad. Can I get some of that money, Deontay? Hey. All right. Let's talk this boxing today. Yes, sir. Wait for some people to come on in this building, man. I didn't get to see what's going on, African Sci-Fi Scholar. Let me hit this mute. What's going on, African Sci-Fi Scholar? Oh, I'm chilling. Life is good, man. Can't complain about a thing. Victor Cologne, what's going on, man? The goalkeeper 3000. Emmanuel Mamont, what's going on? Winston Tolden, what's going on? Michael James 616. Kylie Brown, DB, Mass Arms, what's going on? Brian S, what's going on, man? Kenny, Kene, I'm sorry, I'm gonna mispronounce your name. Exactly, dude. Bomb Squad. Let me tell you, what's up to everybody else? All the yellow dots in the building, all the green dots in the building. What's good with you? Wait for some little bit more. What's going on, Khalid Cunningham? Yes, sir, man. And just throw it in their face. Because see, here's the thing, man. Wait, and knew what? Yeah, and knew. Congratulations, Tyson Fury. Congratulations, Tyson Fury. Now hold on to that mug for 10 wins. Now hold on to that mug. Hold on to that mug for 5 years and 10 successful titles. Hold on to that belt for 10 years and for 5 years and 10 successful title defenses. Maybe like Deontay Wilder, you'll be a lock for the Hall of Fame. Okay. Now, some people move on, but not us. Nah, man, heck no, don't move on, man. This Bomb Squad, dude, we knew what was going on with it beforehand. We know what is going on after. And, dude, you're a student of boxing, you know what the deal is. Just sit there and dude, just sit and wait. Just sit and wait, man. I'm telling you, sit and wait. Sit, wait, and watch. You can come up with example after example after example of a fighter that lost the fight and came back. The boxing situation changes and the dude is right back where he was. Or he's not right back where he was. Doesn't matter. The dude he accomplished so much in the last 2 years by betting on himself. Hey, man, he could have been like Tyson Fury and took a couple tomato cans and hired a new trainer and put on 50 pounds of muscle, put on 20 pounds of muscle, grew a chin all of a sudden, and added 20% punching power in 5 months. You know, he could take that route, but hey, you know, he doesn't take that route. Hold it like Wilder did, the new narrative. What do you mean? Hold it like Wilder did, the new narrative, man. Just hold it. Yeah, hold the L, man. It's whatever. Dude, let me tell you, man, you can't. Do you see those guys that sat up there on that stage? The 3 champions that were up there, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, and Mike Tyson. All of those dudes have been exactly where Deontay Wilder is today in their career. It happened to Evander Holyfield when Evander Holyfield lost to Riddick Bowe. I gotta check. Did Riddick Bowe knock out Evander Holyfield? Let me go check this out. Because, you know, sometimes I forget whether or not when Riddick Bowe beat Evander Holyfield for the first time, whether or not, no, it wasn't a knockout. It was a unanimous decision. But he lost to Riddick Bowe. He lost to Michael Moore. Oh, yeah, he was knocked out TKO by Riddick Bowe. He lost back-to-back. He lost 2 fights to Riddick Bowe. Evander Holyfield, that's why they called Evander Holyfield a 4-time champion. He lost to Riddick Bowe twice, got knocked out by Riddick Bowe. Do you think he needs to be ashamed of his career because he lost? See, understanding the whole picture allows you not to be what you guys refer to people as, which is a fanboy. Evander won the second fight and he lost. Yeah, we'll say cool. He lost the first. Let me see which ones it was. He won the first. No. Evander Holyfield. Yeah, he did. He won the second fight. It was a unanimous decision in 92. Then in 93, it was a majority decision, went to Riddick Bowe. And then, went to Evander Holyfield. And then in the last fight, Riddick Bowe, it was a TKO for Riddick. It was a TKO for Riddick Bowe. It also happened to Mike Tyson with Buster Douglas and Lennox Lewis. It happened to Lennox Lewis. It happened with Lennox Lewis with Layman Brewster. Was it Layman? No, it wasn't. It was Oliver McCall and Asim Rahman. Both those dudes did it, man. Man, AJ don't want that belt, Kylie Brown. Don't believe that. AJ don't want that belt. AJ doesn't want that belt. They want to talk about that belt. He doesn't want that belt. He doesn't want that belt. But see, I hope he fights for it. I really do. Ohio Runs Boxing. What's good, man? Much love in that super chat. And where'd it go? Fly Guy said Wilder can come back, but he needs to fire those guys. He just needs to fire one guy, in my opinion. Tucson Erickson said, some people move on, but not us. Yeah, absolutely. So let's see what a troll has to say. Let's give a troll something. You are a fucking liar, Boxing General. Boxing General, you're a Wilder fan. No, you're not. And you're not disappointed in me for not giving Tyson Fury his credit, because I've given Tyson Fury every bit of credit. You're just making stuff up. Sorry, man. You're making that up. I said that Tyson Fury won that fight. I said before the fight that I thought Deontay Wilder could win a decision against Tyson Fury, but I didn't see a knockout coming because Tyson Fury wasn't going to let the knockout happen. That's what I said before the fight. You're not talking to somebody that predicted Deontay Wilder was going to win by a knockout. I predicted by a decision because I knew it was going to go to a decision. And I gave Tyson Fury his credit after the fight. And I gave it to him. I give it to him now. Tyson Fury is an excellent fighter. He's a 6'9", 270-pound dude who is an excellent fighter. He's a two-time heavyweight champion. I gave him my credit. What you're doing is just talking about something you don't know. But hey, man, what else are you going to expect? I expected nothing less from you. Fly Guy 21 said you never check in super chat in time. You never check the super chat in time wasting. I'm not sure what you mean. CRB said casuals don't see credible loss due to body race. Yeah, man, it's what it is, man. Wilder needs a new corner and a new trainer. No, he doesn't. He needs to take a break, man. I do think he needs to get rid of I ain't big on JDs. That's pretty much just because what happened with I'm not big on JDs. I'm not big on JDs. See, because in athlete, that's something. Now, this is not a criticism of Deontay Wilder because he's been getting the job done. But I don't see how, if Deontay Wilder has something to change, and if he really wants to change something, learn how to deal with that, like a style that's now going to be coming at him, which is a bunch of people trying to bomb away on him, or Tyson Fury, something like Tyson Fury. Hey, dude, get a trainer, get somebody that is more technically sound and more established trainer that works with heavyweights, and add things to your repertoire. That's what I would say. I say, hey, man, sometimes if you've been with the same guy your entire career, things get stale. You can have somebody that you need to look at something else, dude. He's an immensely talented dude, and he's immensely experienced, and he's a great athlete. So that's what I say about it. But still, that's not taking away Tyson Fury's credit. See, you troll ass dude, you want me to say that Deontay Wilder is done in his career and he'll never come back. It's all over. He was a hype job and he was protected, right? That's what you want me to say. But if I say that, then I'm not giving Tyson Fury his credit. You can't have it both ways. And I know I'm putting words in your mouth, but dog, I can put words in your mouth because I know what you're thinking. You started off with that corny ass, I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, but everything but before the blood is bullshit. You want somebody to give Tyson Fury his credit, then you got to give Deontay Wilder credit for what he accomplished in his career. Otherwise, what Tyson Fury did by beating him doesn't mean anything. That's how it works. There's two people in the ring. Either Tyson Fury deserves credit, or Deontay Wilder was a bum that was a hype job and got exposed. One or the other. Pick one. Which is it? And ride with it. But you can't you can't have the Tyson, give Tyson Fury his credit, and Deontay Wilder's a bum. You can't say that, okay? You can't diminish Deontay Wilder without diminishing Tyson Fury. That's how it works, because that's where Tyson Fury's deriving his credibility from. Don't like how that works, do you? Don't like how that works, do you? You can't have that's what you mean. That's when they say you can't. No, Dre's finest. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time. I told people yesterday that you can have your time. You can have your time saying what you want to say. Timba Tabs, you're hurting, mate. I'm not hurting at all. I didn't nobody punch me in the face. Dude, let me tell you what I feel. I feel like Deontay Wilder made about $30 million on Saturday. And Deontay Wilder is accomplished everything in his career that he could have ever wished for. I'm not happy because I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. Why would I be happy that a guy that I like, a guy that I respect, lost and suffered a loss? Do you want me to be unreasonable? I'd like Deontay Wilder. I think that he's a good dude. I rooted for him in a fight. Why would you want me to be jumping up and down for joy that he lost? Come on, man. I thought you were a boxing fan. I thought you knew. King Haru, how do you know 30 million isn't 100 million? You got 30 million? Count your $30 million out. Shut up, moron. 30 million ain't 100 million. Well, guess what? 100 million ain't 101 million. It's not 25 million either. And like you, motherfucker, $330 million ain't 25,000. Do you have that? What kind of sense are you talking, man? What kind of sense are you talking? What are you talking about? $30 million isn't $100 million? Of course not. That's why it's two different numbers, dummy. However, $30 million is more than you'll ever get in your life. So what are you talking about? You're right. I'm such a failure. I only made $30 million. William Old School Arn said all of the people from this country who booed Wilder should absolutely be ashamed of themselves. No, they shouldn't. That's what they are. Hey, man, that's what they are. And you know that's what they are. Dude, during times like this, now here I'm going to get like for real about it. It's about a life, something about life, right? This isn't necessarily just about boxing. This is about life. If you believe that, say, for example, that you believe in God, right? And you believe, which I do, and you believe, hey, man, everything happens for a reason. It's all in God's plan. If you believe that, then your losses are part of God's plans as well. And you are going to learn something from it. And one of the things that you learn when you're on the downside of things are who your real supporters are. You learn that the people that were clapping you and patting you on the back and all that stuff, you learn that some of those people were not your friends. On the flip side of it, you also learn some people maybe that were critiquing you and telling you some things that you didn't want to hear might have been your friends all along. Right? Because if something doesn't happen for you and you turn around and you're honest with yourself and you're like, you know what? This guy told me this. This guy told me this. And I didn't listen. And you know what? That is the wake-up call that I need to listen to him. This guy over here was telling me that I was the greatest thing in the world and all of that stuff. And as soon as I lost, I don't hear from this dude, ever again. He's saying, oh, well, hey, he changes his tune, all of that stuff. Now, that dude's not real. But then you have a guy or a woman or somebody like that is like, hey, man, it's all good. What's good? Hey, by the way, I want to get your autograph. Can I get your autograph? When are you going to fight next? Dude, I'm definitely going to be there. I'm going to make the videos for you. I'm going to do all that stuff for you. I'm going to be there. You know that even though that person supported you, he was supporting you when you were up. He supported you when you're down, and that's somebody you know is really true and a true supporter of yours. And the people, but on the flip side, just want to say that the people that were critiquing you, that you might not have liked what they had to say, they were on your team too, because they were telling you what they believe the truth to be. So it's a double-edged sword with that, but it's all life, man. So hello, Fanon. Wilder won't get a shot at the title in 2 or 3 years if he doesn't get Fury next. Can Wilder make changes necessary in 6 to 8 months? Yes, he will, Nestle. Absolutely. Nestle, yes, he will. He absolutely positively will. Deontay Wilder is already what you know is this now. He is a known commodity. There's only 3 heavyweights. There's only 2 other heavyweights that anybody really considers to be a serious heavyweight. It's Deontay, it's Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. That's it. Who else are you going to fight to make money? What other fighter in America, what other heavyweight fighter in America will ever have anybody come out to watch him? It's not even really proven that Tyson Fury can come back to America and fight somebody besides Deontay Wilder and have it be a big fight. Did you see what happened to the numbers, the pay-per-view numbers for Manny Pacquiao after he lost to Floyd Mayweather Jr.? His numbers were never without Floyd Mayweather Jr. His pay-per-view numbers went woo woo woo, because boxing. No, Andy Ruiz ain't doing shit, man. Andy Ruiz, no, I don't think so. But Deontay Wilder will get a fight with somebody. I don't think he should take the moment. Anyway, the moment was too big for Wilder in these 2 fights, pressure-wise. This could affect stamina. I truly hope. Lee Ray, he just fought a guy that's 6 foot. Dude, he fought a guy that's 6'9". 270 pounds that can fight. Tyson Fury can fight. He's not a joke, man. He's not an optical illusion. The guy can fight. He's already proven that he can fight. Tyson Fury is not losing to somebody like Tyson Fury. It's like there's not a lot of people that have a chance to beat that guy. He's just very, very big. That's his talent. He's very, very big, and he's a very skilled fighter for a guy that's that big. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. Saying that just because Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder does not mean Dillian White is. Unless Dillian White sprouts up to 6'9" and learns to move around and feint and fight like that, who is going to imitate Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder? Who? And what boxer is out there that is a boxer that's better as a boxer than Luis Ortiz? The only people that fit that description remotely is Anthony Joshua, maybe a young Daniel Dubois, who's in an age group that is just off from them. But Deontay Wilder, that's why I pointed out when those guys said that they were 2-time champions, 3-time champions, 4 times champions. I'm talking about Wilder, and I'm talking about Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, and Tyson. They have all been exactly where Deontay Wilder is right now. All of them. Muhammad Ali was exactly where Deontay Wilder is right now. Exactly where he was. George Foreman was exactly where Deontay Wilder is right now. Exactly. They're exactly where he was. Everybody Sugar Ray Leonard was exactly where Deontay Wilder is. Exactly. He lost to Roberto Duran. Do you remember when he lost to Roberto Duran? And how huge a fight that was, and how he fought and slugged with Roberto Duran, and Roberto Duran beat him and disrespected him and all that stuff. Dude, he came back. He beat Roberto Duran. He beat Tommy Hearns. He beat Hagler. These type of things happen in the sport of boxing. They happen, and you have to know that they could happen going in. There's a lot of times when people talk to me when I'm talking about boxing, and they say, Oh, you didn't pick a fight. You didn't pick the fighter. Like, you're hedging your bet. Well, yeah, I'm hedging my bet. Of course I am. Why would I tell you that I think there's no way a guy that is 6'7", 250 pounds that can turn your lights out like that has a chance to win a fight? I mean, listen to what you're saying. You're talking about gigantic men that if they hit you, you can go to sleep. And you've seen it with Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko was exactly where Deontay Wilder is right now. He's been there before. Vladimir Klitschko is not an undefeated fighter. Vladimir Klitschko, as what I know, has been knocked out cold 3 times. 3 times. Vladimir Klitschko. What part? Where do people come with because a heavyweight loses that somehow you need to boo him and be embarrassed about him? You were never riding with him to begin with. It's just not. But that is life. But do not don't remember what you did. Just remember. Now, there's something else, dude. The problem is the rule of boxing. No, it's not. Tyson Fury's an excellent fighter. He's an excellent fighter. Okay? It's what he is. From all outward appearances, everything was on the up and up, right? You'll see his drug test come through. More than likely he's going to pass his drug test. Hey, if that's the case, it's all in the up and up, and you just got to respect the man. Neon Eyes said, if Wilder's such a bum, why does it mean anything that Fury beat him? They're not happy Fury won. They're happy that Wilder lost. It's clear. Of course they are. Because they're Deontay Wilder fans. Because Deontay Wilder has given you so much excitement in the heavyweight division over the course of the last 2 years, and you've been sitting on your edge hoping that he was going to lose. And then you got what you wanted. But what's going to happen now? You're happy? American fight fans, you're happy that there are no more fights? Who else in America is a heavyweight is going to fight? Who? So you're happy about that? You want me to be happy about it? I'm not going to be happy about it, but it is what it is. Yeah, okay, whatever, man. Sure it does. Omar Yarborough, much love in that super chat. Rumor is Wilder has knots behind his head, dude. Look, man. Tyson Fury got knots upside his head. He got hit. It's what happens, man. Wilder was like Godzilla in the UK, and they're happy it's finally defeated. Yeah, dude, Muhammad Ali went through the same thing, man. Muhammad Ali went through the same thing. Bunch of these cats really happy that an American lost. But I'll give you the history on those UK dudes, man. Dude, what is this check the super chat shit, dude? I'm reading the super chat, man. What the fuck is you guys? What's with you guys with that shit? If you're not leaving a super chat, what the fuck are you talking about? You guys are on a delay or something. There's not been any super chats missed. Ask me, motherfucker, can you buy that? Goldie Voice the Mac. Wilder needs new people in his camp. I like Lennox Lewis to guide Wilder. That would be cool. Read the super chats, man. I don't work for you, dude. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, not Raja. Look, man. Whenever there's a super chat, first of all, thank you to everybody that does the super chats. But if you're not here and you're not used to this is what happens. You got a lot of comments that come through, and I don't read them all at once. I read them in blocks on the channel. So what I do is I'll go to taking the break that I do right now, just so you guys know, so you can stop crying about it. And I go to where the super chats are in basically on another screen. And then I can see them all. And when I see them all, that's when I can make sure I check for anything that I miss. But the chat goes by kind of quick sometimes. And if I stop what I'm saying every time something comes through, when it comes through, it's hard to ever keep a train of thought. You know what I mean? Y'all try to do a live stream with like 14,000 people and do it like and never miss a beat, dog. It's just not how it happens, okay? It's not how it happens. Cats know in the super chat know that I appreciate y'all. Stone Love is back. That's what's my man. That's right, man. Get that Stone Love. He says sometimes it takes you a loss to make you greater. Let's get back. Yes, sir. And then Neon Eyes, I think I got that. Let me see, but my man Not Roger said this is going to be a comeback to remember. CRB said he can't take a break going 35 minutes. In my opinion, Wilder needs a new corner and new trainers. Casuals don't see credible loss due to body and race. They're just fucking morons, man. I mean, they're casuals. So that's what it is. They're just not serious about the sport of boxing. You never check the super chat in time. Wasting. Fly Guy. Wilder can come back, but he needs to fire those guys. Let me tell you something, Fly Guy. Keep your fucking money. Keep your money. How about that? How about you just keep your money? Don't leave me a super chat. I don't read super chats. Super chats are people that donate to the channel and want to support the channel. I spend my entire time reading comments from the comment section, whether they're super chats or not super chats. Okay? Just don't leave any money and put your comment in the fucking comment section. And when you put it in the comment section, if I see it, I'll read it. If I get to it, I'll read it. Keep your money. Diesel, Wilder doesn't need a new trainer. He won with them. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, you see how I did that too? See, that's not a super chat. That's just somebody that comes to the channel on a regular basis where we talk boxing every day. Okay? Right, comment for convo, not attention, dude. Yeah, pretty much, man. Not everybody has to give super chats all the time, man. There are cats that hold down the channel, and I really do appreciate them. I only paid 25 pounds to watch that beatdown. Thank you. Hey, Deontay Wilder says, thank you. I paid to see the fight. Yeah, you did. Watching you on phone, TVG. That's what's up. Deontay Wilder will never be the same again. Lost to the greatest heavyweight of our era. Isn't bad, but getting humiliated like you ain't going to be. What the fuck are you talking about, man? How do you get humiliated, dude? You got punched, your eardrum got busted. What is humiliating? You guys got to understand, man. I don't get the idea of you going to battle with somebody, you doing your best, and somehow, if he had come in like Andy Ruiz, if he had come in over 500 pounds, and he had come in at 500 pounds, right, and didn't prepare, didn't do what he's supposed to do, and then he lost because he left, because he didn't take care of the business he needed to take care of in training, then okay, be embarrassed, be humiliated. If you win all 3 belts and you test positive for performance-enhancing drugs and cocaine and stuff, and then you got to sit out for 2 years and get for a suspension, maybe you should be ashamed about that. How about you want to name things that people should be ashamed of? We can start talking about stuff people should be ashamed of. But doing your best in a fight, putting your life on the line to earn money for your families and not being the better man is nothing to be ashamed of. You get your punk ass in the ring and do that. How are you going to be ashamed? Mikey Garcia shouldn't be ashamed that Errol Spence Jr. beat him easy. Why should he be ashamed? Why should Luis Ortiz be ashamed that Deontay Wilder laid him out on his back? Why should he be ashamed? What's shameful about that? See, fundamentally, you guys are not boxing fans. You do not like the sport of boxing. You like the pomp and the circumstance around it. You like the arguments that take place around it. But how could you say that somebody that risked their life for your entertainment because they lost should be humiliated because they lost? Dumbass, you paid $25 for it, and you're happy you paid $25 for it. Listen to what you said yourselves. You guys just are not fans of boxing. You don't feel for the boxers. That's all they are to you dudes, is a bunch of fucking sacks of meat to beat each other on and use for bragging rights when you talk to one another. That's what you care about. That's all you care about. You don't talk about the plight of boxers. You don't stand out and say, look at who this dude is that did, that you like they put these stories out there about this guy was so broke and he overcame boxing, all of these things to become a boxer. That whole Mark Kragel storyline stuff that they always do. That always, from the mud to the mansion type of stories. But you don't want to pay attention to the fact that there's so many boxers like Deontay Wilder that would have never, ever gotten the chance to be where he was on Saturday. You dumbasses don't even know what this dude had to do, the chances he had to take, the risks he had to take, the work he had to put in, even to get himself in the situation where he could be there. He fights for a country that doesn't even love him. He fights for people, a bunch of cats that are like, hey man, if you're on top, I'm cool with you. But hey man, we don't do losers. But he put it all out on the line. And guess what? He snatched that bag. He snatched that bag, right? Isn't that what you say? We're prize fighters. We're prize fighters. We're not pride fighters. When you want to quote somebody to make a point, you use that. We're pride fighters. We're not prize fighter. Well, guess who got the prize? It's in Alabama. Sitting pretty. And you want that man to be ashamed? You want that man to be humbled. That's what you want. You want the man humbled. But when you walk away and you do what you're supposed to do and you do the best that you can do, there's never anything to be ashamed about with that. You put your best foot forward. If you know you did that, that is the only thing that matters, is that you did it, because you're not going to win everything. All these dudes talk about they ain't never lost. Man, Floyd Mayweather Jr. lost. Yes, he did. He lost. That's why he's got a bronze medal and not a gold. Okay? The only dude that I know that ain't lost since, and he lost when he was 12 years old. The only dude that I know that ain't lost since he was 12 years old is Andre Ward. Everybody else took L's. Lomachenko took L's. They all took L's. What happened? I guess when Vasily Lomachenko lost to Orlando Salido, he should have just walked off and been ashamed and humiliated, right? What the fuck are you guys talking about, man? We're all professional boxing. Rock Smollett, man, get the fuck out of here. You got a picture of Jesse Smollett on your fucking picture. What are you talking about? You got Jesse Smollett on your screen. But I know you a friend. I know you a friend of. I know what you are a fan of. Okay, a stiff one. Fuck out of my face with that, man. Nobody trying to hear that. Anthony Johnson said, feeble-minded humans, shake my head, salute for 9, and salute to the LWBC. Yes, sir, man. Let's love in the channel. And by the way, man, let me tell you something else while we in the midst of this checking y'all, because I'll check you. Deontay Wilder will be called champ everywhere he goes for the rest of his life. When you have 20, they said 10 title defenses. He tied Muhammad Ali. How can you, if Muhammad Ali only did 10 in a row and Deontay Wilder did 10 in a row, what does Deontay Wilder have to be ashamed of? Let Tyson Fury get 10 title defenses. Wake me up when he gets to 10. Wake me up when he gets to 10. The dude won and cracked off for 2 years. And if it wasn't for Deontay Wilder, the dude wouldn't even be there, because y'all caping for Anthony Joshua. Man, where's this? I definitely missed this super chat. But y'all are irritating. But there's nothing different I'm saying than I said before the fight. Y'all are irritating because you're not real. You're petty. You're petty, and you want to come in here trying to make somebody else feel bad about what happened to somebody that they supported. You the type of dudes who want to walk up after somebody's child lost and talk shit to the mama. Oh, your kid lost. I want to make you feel bad. Oh, you know the kid. What do you mean? I support. He did their best. What do you think? What do you think life is? For 9, is Luis Ortiz still the second best heavyweight? No, I think the second best heavyweight was just determined. I think it's Deontay Wilder. I think the second best heavyweight in the world is Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's already proven he's better than Luis Ortiz. He knocked him out twice. And as far as I'm concerned, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder are in the same boat, except for Anthony Joshua quit. The only difference, he didn't have his eardrum busted. Or clearly not have balance for the whole, since he got hit, his legs never being settled. No, Tyson Fury's the best heavyweight in the world. Deontay Wilder's the second best heavyweight in the world. Why would Deontay Wilder be any less than the second heavyweight if you already thought Tyson Fury was the best? How does that work? If you say that Tyson Fury was the number one heavyweight, he's the man, and the number two guy fights the number one guy, the number two guy loses to the number one guy, why would the number two guy drop to anything less than number two? Because that's what he was supposed to do. Right? Right? Oh, I guess he's going to be number 9, right? I guess because Deontay Wilder loses to the number 2 guy, the number 1 guy, he drops to number 9. But Anthony Joshua loses to a guy who's number 50, and he drops from number 1 to number 3. How does that work? Right? Just check yourselves before you make these narratives, your narratives. I love that word narratives, by the way. I love that word narratives. CRB said, how Brits treat Ali lost. How Brits treat Ali's loss is before your time. Man, Great Britain didn't even fucking matter in Ali's time. They didn't make mugs don't matter. Like, they don't matter. And that's the thing. You guys still don't get it. They don't matter. They matter to themselves. They don't matter. What matters what matters from a grand scheme of things about who the man in boxing is what happens in the United States. It has been that way for ever since the early 1800s. It's always, boxing has always been predicated upon what happens in the United States. So right now, the man in boxing is Canelo Alvarez. I'm telling you, Tyson Fury is not doing another big pay-per-view in the United States. People are not going to pay to watch that dude. They're not going to do it. And quiet as kept, I had people saying things that ain't even boxing fans that said things about Tyson Fury. And I was like, damn, people ain't, dude. Tyson Fury is not from the United States, man. Tyson Fury is going to be Vladimir Klitschko. Take your ass back to Germany. He'll be fighting in Germany. 2 fights be fighting in Germany. And then the little man will be, and the little men in boxing will be making all the money. Just like it was. The little men, until there is another great American heavyweight champion who can do what Deontay Wilder did as far as filling up that stadium and getting that interest and doing those knockouts, there will not be a big, successful heavyweight in the United States. There won't be. Because Lennox Lewis needed Mike Tyson. He needed Evander Holyfield. He needed them. Lennox Lewis is one of the greatest heavyweights to ever fight, and he was never embraced in the United States just because he was the best. Vladimir Klitschko was was one of the best fighters ever. He was dominating everybody. He won fight after fight after fight. He had to go to Germany. Because black fans are not going to support him. And we are a huge chunk of the base of boxing fans. I keep telling y'all that, and it's going to bear out. Once Deontay Wilder's name got popular and started spreading, that's what drove that fight. And once that started spreading, other people started paying attention to it. And it was the knockouts of Deontay Wilder that sold that fight. It's not now Tyson Fury has a knockout, but He doesn't have the type of knockout where somebody's laying on the ground twitching a Mike Tyson type of stoppage. It's not going to pop off like that, man. It's just not. So just understand again that it's going to be the welterweights. The dudes that are going to be running boxing, making the big money pay-per-view fights and all that stuff is going to be welterweights. Because Tyson Fury's not from Detroit, man. Oh, he said, Fanon, somebody called you a hater. Dude, I do hate them. I do. I do despise you trolls. I do. With my whole heart, I do. I despise you. I'm going to be straight honest. I despise you. You guys disrespect boxers. And then whenever you say something you don't agree with, the first thing that you do is you ask somebody if they've ever fought before. But then you jump right out there and act like Deontay Wilder's some great failure. Hey, dude, that's why it's called Fanon International Boxing, not Troll Asshole International Boxing. Because if it was Troll Asshole International Boxing, you'd be on the mic. Okay? Get yourself a channel, go to somebody else with that crap. Period. You cannot set me into a situation. You can't set me in a situation, set expectations so high for an individual and have me follow him. Deontay Wilder was not going to go undefeated forever unless he just retired and stopped. That's just not how it works. When you're fighting guys that are 6'9", 6'7", these guys can fight. These guys hit hard. You're not going to tell me that's why I told you bums this beforehand. And I told you bums this. And I mean it. I told you this. And you know I told you this. I don't care what the outcome of this fight is. I gave a lecture on that mug right in the middle of this channel. I gave a lecture on it. What I said was, you all are not going to play this game. Deontay Wilder has already achieved Hall of Fame status from what he has already done. The game is already over for Deontay Wilder. He's already done it. As soon as he got on his third pay-per-view and he did those numbers, that is what he is. He's a 10 successful title defenses. That is one of the longest reigns of a champion in the history of the heavyweight division. That's a Hall of Fame fighter. That is a great. Just because you don't like it, you don't want to admit it, you want to hang on the loss that he had. Muhammad Ali got stopped on his stool against Larry Holmes. That doesn't mean that it erases everything that Muhammad Ali did. That was my problem with Floyd Mayweather. When he was like, well, I'm greater than Ali. Well, I didn't lose to Leon Spinks. You would have never fought a Leon Spinks. What are you talking about? Dude, this cat, man, that's my issue. You guys, and you are hating on Tyson Fury. You're hating on Tyson Fury. Because if you believe Tyson Fury is that great a fighter, then you cannot do that unless you say Deontay Wilder is a good, because Deontay Wilder is what? This great, what better win did he have? Please tell Clinton Goodwin hates you trolls as well. Oh, Clifton Goodwin hates you trolls as well. Yeah, dude, you're despised. Without a doubt. That's why I got wrenches all over the place. You talk, they slap. I don't like you. And I don't have to like you. And I'm not about to pretend like I like you. I don't like you. I don't. Oh no, let me get to these. Let me be back to this, man. For real though, dude, Fly Guy, don't give me none more of your money, man. You talking to me on the wrong day, homie. Adewale M said they can hate Wilder's success as much as they want, but it didn't stop Wilder from being one of the realest to lace up the gloves and he'd be back. Yeah, man. CRP said, good point. Brits don't need Brits like soccer don't need us. Exactly. We don't need Brits. Man, please. That's some dudes just hoping that they can find something that's going to work. We don't need you, man. We don't need you. Like I said, we down champions to what? Now what are we? Hey, UK dudes, how about let's do our championship count. How many do you have now? 4. How many world champions do you have? 2 in the heavyweights? Do you have 6? Do you have 6? You got somebody at 1. Okay, let me count you. 2 at heavyweight, none at cruiserweight, none at light heavyweight, 2 at 160, 2 at 168, none at 154, none at 160, none at 154, none at 147, 1 at 140, none at 135, none at 135, none at 130, 1 at 126. Is that it? You got 7? You got 7? Something like that? You got 7? You must be like running at a fucking all-time high with 7. Let me see how many champs we have at the between. How many champs does the United States have between 168 and 1? Let's just go down to 140. We got 1 at 140. We've got 2 at 147. We've got, oh, you know what? We lost a Dominican guy. So we have, but I think Teixeira from the United States. So I think we've got 2 at 154, but take away Teixeira. So 1 at 254. We've got 2 at middleweight. So that makes 6. And then we've got 2 at 168. That makes 8. We have more champions in the United States between the weight classes of 140 and 168 than you guys have in all of boxing. Right? Shut up. We don't need you. Okay? We don't need you. And we got plenty more on deck. Plenty more where that's coming from. Plenty more. Plenty more where that's coming from. Plenty more. Okay? Plenty more. We don't need you. You need more people. How about that? Now I'm just messing with you. But I'm telling you the truth at the same time, Holmes. Hey, salute to you, man. Brits have, man, dude, look, let me explain to you the history, though, between these blacks. No, they're not. They're good. They're a good chance. Let me tell you the problem that Brits have, though. This is the big historical fact, though. Cats don't like. Dude, black Americans killed UK boxing. Black Americans did. Single-handedly. From the time of Bill Richmond and Tom Mellenwall. They've been cheating. They've been cheating since the time of Tom Mellenwall. Okay, just to let you know. They've been cheating since the time of Tom Mellenwall. We'll leave that hanging out there. GUMU, whatever the fuck you talking about. You're right. Okay, then Tyson Fury's trash. And everyone else in box, every heavyweight. If Deontay Wilder's trash, that means that every champion that won less than 10 successful title defenses of their belt is trash. Let me say that again. If Deontay Wilder is trash, then every fighter with less than 10 successful championship title defenses is trash. If Deontay Wilder is trash because he lost one heavyweight fight, every heavyweight that has ever fought that has lost one or more fights is trash. That means Lennox Lewis is trash. Vladimir Klitschko is trash. Vitaly Klitschko is trash. Joe Louis is trash. No, Joe Louis is trash because he lost, right? But he had more wins than that. Larry Holmes is trash. Evander Holyfield's trash. Riddick Bowe is trash. These guys all trash. Anthony Joshua's trash. Any more trash? Any more other unrealistic standards you want to hold Deontay Wilder to that I can rub your face in? Because if he's trash, anybody that hasn't achieved what he's achieved has to be trash too, right? Right? A duh. Rocky Marciano, the greatest heavyweight of all time. Because he's the only one that ain't lost. Tyson Fury got suspended 2 years from a performance-enhancing drug violation. Consequently, I can't do it because he always has that cloud over his head. Just being for real about Tyson Fury. That's the only thing that I can say about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a great fighter, but he forever will have that shit hanging over his head. Because Canelo Alvarez was my number one pound-for-pound guy in the world till he popped for Combuterol. When you pop for performance-enhancing drugs, it doesn't. From there on out, everything you do has a cloud of smoke on it, man. Okay, and that's just the truth. And that's not specific to just to Tyson Fury. It's to anybody. And once we know you pulled, once we know that you pulled a Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire type of action, once we know you tested positive and served a suspension, that's what it is, man. That's so Tyson Fury, as far as that, is just out of the running. Because you got to wait. You have to wonder with him. Klitschko popped dirty before too. Yeah, that's Vitaly. Pops dirty. I don't think Vladimir never popped dirty. Vitaly popped dirty. He popped dirty in the Olympics. That's why that's why he couldn't fight in the Olympics. But man, come on, man. The Klitschko's being on dope, that shit is just obvious. Them on something, that's just obvious, man. But Tyson Fury actually tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. ESPN doesn't say anything about it, dog. UK cheats legally, they are relevant. No, they cheat. No, he didn't cheat legally, right? He didn't like he got like a therapeutic use exemption or something like that. No, he tested positive for something that was illegal. And he made up an excuse about him eating uncastrated bull meat. He and Huey Fury popped dirty for the same thing. They popped dirty for the same thing. Dillian White popped dirty, and they let him fight. But look, so yeah, cocaine too. But like, I can't credit that. Like, I can't be like, oh yeah, this is one of the greatest fighters. You can't when you get caught like that. Just like Antonio Margarito. Dude, I don't care what Antonio Margarito did after they found those loaded gloves, man. I don't care what they did. You always going to have that on you. Always. Just, hey, man, if you can't vote, if you go to prison in the United States, let me tell you how the hard shit goes here. If you can't go to prison, if you can't vote after you're a felon for whatever amount of time or whatever, you're not going to the Hall of Fame, my Hall of Fame, if you pop dirty. Because you out there fighting dudes cheating. Yeah, exactly. Ben M said Fury tested positive for PEDs after the Klitschko fight, then disappeared. Yeah, he served a 2-year suspension. It ain't rocket science. They just muddled it. He served a 2-year suspension for 2 years. Dillian White served 2 years for performance-enhancing drugs. Come on. And I'm talking about what he did. I'm not talking about the Deontay Wilder fight. I could say, like, damn, how do you put on 20 pounds of muscle? All of a sudden, you can take a bunch of shots, a shot you couldn't take before, and all of a sudden, you're hitting like a ton of bricks when you've never done that before. I could say that, but he's not going to. Ain't nobody going to care. That's like Paulie Malignaggi said. Ain't nobody going to care. Look what Canelo Alvarez did. Look at this, man. Look at what happened with Canelo Alvarez. And Combuterol levels for the WBC. Yeah, WBC, fuck you, by the way. Okay? Fuck you, by the way. No, Shane Mosley did not pop dirty. He did not fail a test. I think Shane Mosley was when they busted Balco. At least I remember this that way. When they busted Balco, Shane Mosley was on the list of having been buying products from Balco. I don't think he ever popped dirty in the lead up to a fight. I think that his name was just on a list of people that were associating with a doctor that was a known PED guy. And he might have testified that he took it in court, but he never actually popped dirty, and he never actually tested positive. Tyson Fury tested positive. Now, the thing that gets me is the Canelo Alvarez thing. Canelo Alvarez also tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. That's a fact. Somebody call me a hater real quick so I can tear into you for a second when you say I'm hating. Anybody tell me that I'm lying? Can I get one? Did Canelo Alvarez or did he not test positive for Clenbuterol? Can I get a 1 if that's the truth? Oh, yeah. Jonathan Wilberger said, yeah, Canelo definitely did it, right? Now here's the next one. Did the WBC just recently raise the amount of Clenbuterol that is allowed to be in your system before it amounts to a violation under the performance-enhancing drugs rules? Just asking. Did they or did they not allow for a permissible level of Clenbuterol in your system? Right? They did. So, just asking. If a fighter now wanted something that would let them burn fat and build muscle at the same time, and they could use Clenbuterol in microdoses, couldn't they legally use Clenbuterol? So even though they were on performance-enhancing drugs, it's not illegal? Isn't that what the WBC just did? And they have a guy who was a convicted PED user fighting for their belt? Anthony Johnson, you lying, Fanon. I just wanted to. Facts. Am I lying? No, I'm not. I'm not. They laid it legal. It's kind of like it's like weed. Like, hey man, you're in Texas, it's illegal. You're in it's the same thing. If you're in Texas, you're committing a crime. When you're in Colorado, you're not committing a crime. It's the same substance. What's the difference? They just changed the rules. So what was illegal for the WBC, I did a video, it's up on the channel. The WBC legalized doping. They legalized it. Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC just legalized doping. And let me ask you a question. How many people have popped dirty under the old rules? How many people popped dirty in fights against Deontay Wilder? How many people have tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs in an attempt to fight Deontay Wilder? Just give me a number. I'll give you the number. 3. No, I'm saying 3 people tested positive trying to fight Deontay Wilder. Luis Ortiz tested positive for diuretic. Povetkin popped dirty. And some other dude whose name I can't, Lyakovich or something like that, popped dirty. They all popped dirty. Yeah, exactly. 3 people. Just pay attention to what's going on, man. Like, and I do want to say this though. Now I'm gonna get off your UK trolls. Now I'm gonna get on you casual, beyond casual, black, just general black folk out there. If you're listening, talking, man. Oh, there you go. I can't even pronounce that. Mr. Boxing today to Warwicks. But look, man, they just legalized, the WBC just legalized doping in the lead up to this fight. They legalized doping in the lead up to this fight. And that's a fact. Okay? That's a fact. Hey, trolls, tell me I'm lying. Is a 5-hour legal? I don't know. But I know a permissible level of Combuterol is, though. I know that they changed the rules for Canelo. They gave him a franchise title. So now he doesn't have to fight mandatories. And they raised the level of Combuterol. So now he can go eat whatever meat he wants in Mexico. And if it just so happens that he decides not to eat the meat, but he microdoses Combuterol, and as long as it stays under that level, that's fine. It works. And then he moved up to 200 to 175 pounds, looked like a Brahma bull, and knocked out with incredible power. Incredible power. Canelo, who couldn't knock out Austin Trout. Canelo, who couldn't knock out Erislandy Lara. Canelo, who could not knock out Floyd Mayweather Jr. All of a sudden, Canelo, who was teeing off on a garbage other drug cheat in Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., all of a sudden, he's like the Hulk out there. He's the Hulk out there. Come on, man. Y'all are so obvious with your stuff. I know you're listening too. You're so obvious with your stuff, man. You're so obvious with your stuff. Come on, man. Come on. Before boxing gets ruined for real. You got people dying out here. You got people dying. Y'all some world-class scumbags, homie. Y'all some world-class scumbags. And it's not anything people don't see and people don't know. Average people down the street said it. I'm talking to people at the bar and they said it. They're like, come the fuck on. They said it. They were like, come the fuck on. I'm sitting there talking to dudes at workout and they're like, come on. They're like, man, please. They know what's going on, man. They know what's going on. You're putting on a show, but they know what's going on. You don't pick up the type of power overnight because somebody just teach you to punch harder? What fucking sense does that make? Oh, I decided I was just going to start punching harder. You know, hey, I got a new trainer and he just told me I'm just going to start punching harder. Yeah. What's his name? Can't remember the name. What's the dude's name? The coach for Canelo? Yeah, he just decided, he taught him a new trick. Turn your punches at the end. You know what I mean? You got to turn them. You know, just you hit him, you got to put that extra twist in it. You got to put that, that's what made it happen. You know what I mean? That's what made it happen. You know, Manny Pacquiao, you know, we ain't never seen that before. All of a sudden, dude is getting that can't knock out a dude that can't knock out an old Eric Morales. All of a sudden, power pellets. It's like the dudes on power pellets running through everybody. How do you have a hard time with an old Eric Morales, but then you come out and you run through a drained Oscar De La Hoya? What sense does that make to you? And we just thinking it just never happens, right? Like I said, man. Like I said, dog, everything ain't as it appears, okay? Everything ain't how it appears. Fury, a duppy, did you see him? He didn't. He stuck his tongue out. That dude didn't stick his tongue on that dude's body. He went for show. It's just showmanship or whatever. Oh, Wilder can box. Yeah, but rabbit, so what? Rabbit punches happen. It's what it is. See, dude, all of that stuff is what it is. It's all what it is. I'm I'm not upset with Tyson Fury for fighting the way Tyson Fury fought. Why would I be? And quite honestly, if Tyson Fury, if he did, say for example, and I'm not accusing him of taking performance-enhancing drugs again, but if he did pop dirty, how could I fault him? The WBC made it legal. How could I even fault him? For real. How could you? They named the drug. The WBC named the drug. Let me get to the super chat. I'm sorry, man. I know they named the drug. Anthony Johnson, salute. I know those are facts. I was just giving you the opening to get into Canelo doping exemption, WBC home cooking. Yeah, exactly, man. I appreciate you, Anthony Johnson. And Clay got him, said, love Wilder, hopes he makes the improvements with like basic fundamentals, working behind that beautiful jab and footwork. Yeah, that would be cool. I just want, throw Brett Game out of here, man. He should have lost the point. Yeah, he did. It wouldn't have mattered, though, dude. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. Tyson Fury, in his training, whatever he did in his training, gave that dude significantly more power than you've ever seen him have before. His power just went through the roof. It just went through the roof. What can you do? And his chin just got better. He took a shot that knocked him down before, took it flush, and it didn't bother him. Just what it is, man. He did it in training, whatever it is. And hey, man, if it's legal, it's legal. You know what I mean? But just know that the WBC legalized it. The WBC legalized it. The WBO didn't legalize it. The IBF didn't legalize it. The WBA didn't legalize it. They legalized it. Tube School, it's not an excuse. That's a fact. It's a fact. He won the fight. What's the YouTube School? What's the excuse? And what is the excuse for? And I really would love for you to answer that question. What's the excuse? Did they or did they not? Did they or how is it? What a possibility? How is what a possibility? That they legalized doping by raising the acceptable levels of Combuterol allowed to be in your system. That's how they did it. And they did it. You can Google it. That's what they did it. So if the WBC legalized it, then he will be able to fight for, for unanimous. I don't, man, dude, when that stuff gets mixed up, I don't know. You'd have to ask Victor Conti on that. You'd have to ask Victor Conti or somebody like that on it. You say yeah, dude. They did it in the lead up to this fight. They did it. It wasn't 5 months ago that happened. It's not 5 months ago that happened. They said, hey, we have to put our what did they say? That they were doing it in line with the WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, because WADA said, hey, that there's so many people testing positive for Combuterol in Mexico that they're going to raise the level to account for the fact that so many fighters in Mexico were testing positive and athletes are testing positive. They really do have Combuterol in the meat in Mexico. But the problem with that is that it is a mask. Then you allow Combuterol to be a masking agent for Combuterol. You just allow them to have it. You can say it's in the meat. So that it applies to everybody. Because if they say only show me, say it's 0.02 whatever, like 0.02 milligrams. I don't know the measurement, so don't quote me on the measurement. Just say it's 0.2 milligrams of Combuterol, right? Then anybody that has that in that system throughout the whole world, none of them will test positive because they have to test positive for a certain level. You know what I mean? It's like saying you go into the bank. It's like you go into a bank and it's okay to steal $10, not $100. Because we know, hey, there's so many people stealing money from this bank. We're just gonna say, nah. Yeah, I mean, in order for it to be considered theft, it's got to be over $10, $10 and more. Okay, if you steal $9, we're not going to count that. That's what the WBC's rule is with how they interpret VADA. Now that's different than VADA testing. He said that shit also helps in blood oxygenation. Fighters don't tire. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And now I don't know if that's the case with him or not. I do not know. Wouldn't accuse him of it. All I know is he tested positive before. And he served a 2-year suspension for it. That's what I know. And I know the WBC raised the level of computerol 4 fights under the WBC. I know that they did. I believe that he hit a lot harder. And although he was at 270 pounds and I didn't see his love handles or whatever, he looked very strong. A lot stronger than the first fight. He looked a lot stronger than the fight he had with Otto Wallin. It was completely different power level between him when he fought Otto Wallin and when he fought Deontay Wilder. The Crunk Gym is just something serious. I mean, the Crunk Gym is like that, dude. Everybody needs to go to Crunk. Everybody. Because obviously Sugar Hill can whisper in your ear and those dudes know what they're doing over there. And I mean that not even as a joke. Everybody needs to go to Sugar Hill because everybody's looking for that, man. Everybody's looking for that. Everybody's looking for somebody that can teach you how to sit down on your punch and increase your punching power by 5-10%. Everybody. Right? Doesn't everybody want that? Everybody should go to the Crunk Gym. Everybody. Danny says, salute for nine, doing my best to get over Wilder's performance. Lost a couple of dollars too. Hey, man, I don't gamble on boxing. I never say gamble on boxing. I refuse to do it because I refuse to do it. I'll give you a gentlemanly bet, but nah, dude, when they legalize, and this has nothing to do with Deontay Wilder fight, nothing. But the more I know about boxing, the less inclined I am to gamble because the less I believe it's a gamble. And I mean that truly. I mean that truly. The only fight that I'm considering betting on is Teofimo Lopez versus Vasily Lomachenko. I'm almost willing to put money on that. Almost willing to put money on that one. Because that looks like a job coming. It looks like a job coming. It looks like a Larry Holmes. It looks like a Larry Holmes, Michael Spinks one. It looks like that. Walking in the door, it looks like that. Jamal Jamal, strong as hell, drug-free. They're very, very strong. Very strong. Deontay Wilder, strong as hell. But I'm not talking about there are guys that punch hard. And there are guys that don't punch that hard and then make changes in their career. Narco champion TV Upward said boxing is not a safe gamble. Oh no, it is not a safe gamble. Yeah, Vernon Starr, I got Loma taking an L too. I got Lomachenko taking an L too. Said Teofimo is betting on himself many thousands. I mean, hey man, it is. Fury's not gonna pop dirty. Fury's not gonna pop dirty. Don't even think. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. No. It's not gonna happen. If it did, I'd be shocked. I don't believe that it'll pop dirty. For nine, can Joshua beat Fury? Yeah, he can. I don't think he will, but he could. Styles make fights, man. Styles make fights, which is why I want Deontay. That's why I want those two to fight. I want Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury to fight each other That's why Deontay Wilder is most. What's going on, G-Style? Deontay Wilder is definitely going to get another shot if he wants it. But I just think he needs to do Wilder 231. Was he on PEDs? I didn't look like it. He didn't. I don't know. I have no idea if he was on PEDs. What do you think? I know Deontay Wilder's never popped dirty before. He doesn't have a history of it. He doesn't have a history. The only people that I really ever suspect of being on performance-enhancing drugs are people that tested positive for it. That's just how my mind works. If somebody tests positive for performance-enhancing drugs, I'm always suspicious of them. Just what it is. Dillian White tested positive, didn't he? 2 years ago? Or not 2 years ago. Several years ago, he served a year or a 2 year suspension for it, right? And then he tested positive again in the Rivas fight, and they didn't even publicize it. It took Thomas Hauser to do some investigative journalism to find out that the dude tested positive. Right? We wouldn't even have known that Dillian White tested positive for Deanna Ball. And what was the result of Dillian White testing positive for Deanna Ball? Nothing. He didn't even miss a fight. He announced his fight, and they cleared him after he announced his fight. Do you ever read the performance enhancing drug? I have the manual for the for UCAD, and they have therapeutic use exemptions. And by the way, not just therapeutic use exemptions, where you can in advance get the permission. They have retroactive therapeutic use exemptions. They can find that if there was a reason it was in your system that they believe it's okay, they can let you fly. Dude, these guys have given up on trying to stop performance-enhancing drugs in sports. What they've done is they've just said we gotta find a way to make it pretty. They're gonna catch somebody here, catch somebody there, might catch Jimenez, Alejandra Jimenez, some a female middleweight girl who got accused of actually being a man, but instead of to address that, they popped her dirty on performance-enhancing drugs and ducked the issue about whether or not she was actually born a male. And that could explain what was going on. Man, dude, that's a mom and pop shop. Hey, WBC is a mom and pop shop organization, okay? It's a mom and pop shop organization, dude. That's what it is. And you just read their rules and you'll see it. The IBF is the only organization that actually in a predictable way enforces their policies and procedures. That's just how I think it, dude. Yeah, but look, Ricky Smitty, the punch affected his inner ear and not his eardrum, dude. First of all, he has swelling from here to here. From here to here. All around his ear. JD said there was a small cut right here, but he didn't say anything about the swelling that took place from here to here in a line. And he was bleeding from his mouth. He's bleeding from his mouth, and he had a swelling from here to here. But JD said that there was only a small cut in his ear. It's obvious his equilibrium was off. But here's the thing. He got hit. The punch was caused by the injury was caused by a punch. So it is what it is. Of course his equilibrium was off. He got hit. He got hit. That's an injury that was inflicted upon him by Tyson Fury. Just like when people are saying about Gervonta Davis, talking about Gervonta Davis got knocked down, or no, how Yuriorkis Gamboa went so far in the fight and he was fighting a guy on one leg. Dude, Gervonta Davis fought a guy on one leg because Gervonta Davis knocked him down and he hurt his leg. It doesn't, his his equilibrium off was caused by a punch. It's just what it is, That's it. Now you might say then, okay, well, what's the chance that Tyson Fury is going to knock his equilibrium off and bust his eardrum in the next fight? Right? And if it but for that, he would have had a better fight. I thought behind the ear and rabbit punches were illegal. They are illegal, but Deontay Wilder did the same thing in return to Tyson Fury. All that in the ring, hustling and tussling and bustling stuff, dude, that's just what it is. Okay, that's just what it is. That's boxing. They're in a fight. You know, that's the judge's rep. That's Kenny Bayless's job to handle it. If Kenny Bayless handles it and he took a point deduction away from him and he did what he had, that's fine, whatever. But I'm not going to harp on any of that type of stuff because the injury was caused by Tyson Fury. Big Truck John said you can't train a chin either. You can't train it, but you can do some other stuff. For now, the inner ears would cause a balance problem. Yeah, but even if it was a little cut, just say it was a little cut that came from the plunge, it grazed and cut him, and he started bleeding in his ear, and it threw his equilibrium off. The grazing of the glove still caused the cut and the bleeding. He's still the punch from Tyson Fury is still the but-for cause of that happening. He could have hit him. Deontay Wilder could have hit the turnbuckle and bust his eardrum or got a cut. It's still Tyson Fury that did it. You know what I mean? That type of stuff it's tough because it cuts both ways. You know what I mean? There you go. You can train your head to be stronger, a neck and have heart, and you'll take a punch. If you watch close, it was a very rough fight. Wilder was intent on taking Wilder out anyway. Yes, he was. Absolutely was. Without a doubt. He was going to lay on him. He was going to mug. He was going to turn his neck. He's going to do all that stuff. Yeah. But, dude, that's boxing. If you can't stop somebody from doing it, I mean, what is it? It's what it is. For now, what are your suggestions that Wilder can do to improve so he can beat Fury? Just wait. Just wait. I say just wait. Rest. Rest and damn, that's my people talking. My thing, what I think you should do is rest and wait. Don't take an immediate rematch. Just sit down. Sit down, rest. Enjoy your money. Be very conservative with your body weight and all that stuff. Don't do anything stupid. Have a good time. Make sure you go through your ups and downs. You know, like right now he's probably upset, getting used to not being the champion. You know what I mean? All that stuff. Go through all of that stuff. Get all that stuff out of your cycle. Watch Tyson Fury fight. Watch what's happening in the heavyweight division. Keep yourself out there. Make appearances on Fox, talking about fights. Keep yourself out in the public. Do that. And then take a fight when you're ready. It could be a year from now. Take a year off. Come back for a fight. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua have to fight each other. More than likely, those dudes are going to lose. Because that's how heavyweight boxing is. Tyson Fury is going to, who is Tyson Fury going to fight in the United States? That was the funny thing that hit me when Tyson Fury was like, of course Deontay Wilder's going to want this. Where's he going to go? Dog, he's going to go hang out with that badass wife of his, hopefully. You see that? Do you see the girl? He walked in there with his babies and his family and his friends. He don't need you. He didn't need you to begin with. He don't need you now. He doesn't need you. He didn't need you then. He don't need you now. Oh, he said, hopefully. All he got to do is just let Tyson Fury be Tyson Fury. Let him be Tyson Fury. Let him deal with success again. Let him deal with the things that tore him down the first time. That's my opinion. Let Tyson Fury be Tyson Fury. That's probably more than enough. Let him be him. He's going to balloon. He's going to lose focus. He's going to be in a situation where there's a guy that can catch him because he doesn't have a tremendous chin. He can fight Anthony Joshua and lose. Or they could all beat each other up while you're refreshing. And then you get your fight. You pick a fight when it's your time to fight. You're Deontay Wilder, baby. Your bomb squad. Your bomb squad. You don't have to go anywhere. You did 3 pay-per-views, dog. Oh, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Tyson, TBE, the best ever. Fury. You must be that YB dude, huh? You're like the most fucking obvious of all trolls, dude. Go get some pussy, dude. I hate to say it, but go get some, okay? Go get some. Go get some, dude. We know it's you, okay? It's just real obvious. Or I believe it's you. Just go get some, dog. Go get some. And no, I'm never going to be happy that Deontay Wilder lost. And there ain't no shame in me not being happy about it. I want Deontay Wilder to win. What am I? Oh, let me get this right. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to fake like I didn't want Deontay Wilder to win. And I'm supposed to fake like I don't care that he lost. I do care. I do care. You got me. Man, are you kidding me, dude? Oh, my daughter lost a tennis match. Oh, I don't care. Yes, I do. I do. I want the best for my daughter. Deontay Wilder, I want the best for Deontay Wilder. Yes, I'm upset that he lost. Yes, I am. But I'm not going to act like the world is over because, oh, hey baby, my daughter's tennis match. Hey baby, you lost that tennis match. It's just time to go home. Don't worry about it. But what you do is they say, look, there's some things you got to do. My daughter plays college tennis and she lost to a girl at Georgetown that played at Georgetown, right? She lost a girl from Georgetown that plays for Georgetown, and she lost for a girl that played for the U.S. Naval Academy, right? And she was like, I was like, babe, did you do your best? It's like, yeah, but it's like I had match point, I had like set points and I just couldn't finish it. And I like, babe, did you do everything you could do? He said, yes. I said, were you fighting? She's like, yeah, I was fighting. I said, okay, cool. That's what you do. Now, how are you going to get better? Well, are you going to watch some film? What are you going to do to get better? So that the next time you see that situation, you can deal with it. That's life. That's just life. That's why you have problems. That's why you have problems. You have problems so you can solve them. And then by the process of solving problems, you learn to deal with bigger problems, more important problems. You learn to help people deal with their problems. Deontay Wilder's a kid, man. He's a kid. He's 34 years old. He's a kid. He's a kid that will whoop your ass too, by the way. But he's a kid. Hey, thanks, Chaz Davis. I appreciate that, man. It's just what it is. Now, Deontay need to go talk to Lennox Lewis. Now, that's what I would say. Go talk to Lennox Lewis. Ask him, man, what was it? What was the deal? What is this? Because then Lennox Lewis can actually talk to him. Lennox Lewis could talk to him. George Foreman could talk to him. Those guys, those type of dudes could talk to him. Larry Holmes could talk to him. Say, hey, man, what do I need to what I need to do? Yeah, Tyson Fury is a kid too. They're all kids. I'm not talking about it from the sense that one is a boxer. He's an older boxer. At 34 years old, you're an older boxer, even though heavyweights can fight longer. I'm talking about from a life perspective. He's 34 years old and has accomplished a lot. He's got provided, that he's blessed by God with a long life. He's got everything that he needs to be tremendously successful in all kind of areas. As long as he's not letting people, as long as he's got his own CPA and he's got his own personal finance manager that are not connected with the PBC and not connected with any of his managers, he should be able to keep his money. And that, as long as he's got a CPA or an investment guy that is responsible for getting him a certain percentage return on his money, he'll be cool. He'll be cool as long as he has that, because he's wealthy. And when you're wealthy and you're in Alabama you can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. He can open a boxing gym for heavyweights. Do you realize what Deontay Wilder has the ability to do? Deontay Wilder literally could say, you know what I want to do? I want to reinvigorate heavyweight boxing in the United States. I'm going to make a gym. I'm going to build a gym in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I am going to recruit 30 kids who are decent or top-level football players who I believe are going to be the size to be heavyweights. I'm going to hire Mike. I'm going to hire, well, I don't know, some very, very credible dude that would train in boxers to get these guys to all train to be heavyweights. If you did that, you did the same when AJ lost. I did what? The same when AJ lost. No, I never insulted AJ when he lost. I insulted his fans. I insulted you. That's what I did. I insulted you because you guys are fucking attacking Deontay Wilder. You dummies don't even realize. I was an AJ fan. I was an AJ fan, and I didn't like Wilder. You guys forget that. I'm not that type of dude, man. I'm not that type of dude. I don't like punks, okay? I don't like punks at all. Don't like them. Don't like how they behave. Don't like how they flap their lips. Nothing, anything and everything about them bug me, and I don't care. If I did care, I'd be super wealthy. Just to let you know. If I had a tolerance for punks, I could be a very wealthy man. But I don't. I can't stomach them. I can't stomach them. I can't stomach you. I liked Anthony Joshua. I was making a bunch of pro videos about Anthony Joshua, and I didn't like Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder was beefing with Mike Tyson. And I thought Deontay Wilder, as a younger dude, should be more polite to Mike Tyson. Even if Mike Tyson is wrong, hey man, you respect your elders in the game. That was my take. That was my take on Deontay Wilder to begin with. That was my original take on Deontay Wilder. Does anybody, y'all don't remember that, do you? Do you? I was on team Joshua. I was not on team Wilder. I was on team Joshua. But then Joshua started acting like a punk. And you all who were his fans started acting like a punk. And I saw what you guys were trying to do to Deontay Wilder. And I was like, no, you cannot tell me a man with 40 knockouts that is defending the belt, I think it's 7 times at that time. You cannot tell me this dude can't fight. You can't tell me it. You guys are talking too crazy, trying to build up a guy I liked. I actually liked Eddie Hearn. I was doing pro Eddie Hearn videos. I switched on AJ because I saw what he was becoming, what he was about. And I was forced to look at Deontay Wilder and see what Deontay Wilder was about. I was forced to. Because of the way you all acted, I had to investigate it. And when I pulled the sheets up on it, I started seeing what was going on. I was like, no, this is wrong. This dude is for real. You are trying to keep this man from getting the accolades that this man deserves. Oh, and Fury too. And dude, I had pro Fury videos up. I was supporting Fury during a time when all these UK dudes were on age. I was like, hold on, ain't those Tyson Fury's belts? I used to say that. Dude, look, man. What's right is right, dude. Said I came in clean and went Wilder. Dude, that's what. Look, man. You guys are just full of it, dude. And many of you guys are just trolls, okay? You're just trolls. You're just trolls. You know what I mean? Paid trolls, I don't know. Some of you dudes, like, Lord have mercy, dude. Some of you dudes just literally don't know jack shit. You just don't know jack shit, period. You just don't know jack shit about what's happening in the last month. I'm not talking about how the punches landed or this or that or the other thing. You literally don't know jack shit about what happened last month. Don't know jack shit about what happened last month. You don't know what the WBC's rules changes were for Kimbuterol. You don't know that. You think, oh, all I'm trying to do, I'm just hating. No, I'm not. The WBC heightened the levels of acceptable levels of Kimbuterol in an adjustment for what happened to Canelo Alvarez. They just did it. I did a video on it. I'm not hating. How can I hate in advance? I'm just telling you what the case is. Performance-enhancing drugs is rampant in sports. Rampant. I'm not making that up. Anyway, it is what it is. Would it be a fair assessment to say that the time of Wilder in the division are over? Would it be fair? I don't know what words you're using with fair. If that's your opinion, that's fine. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. His time isn't over. He's still a heavyweight fighter. He's not retired. So I don't think it would be factual, but it is what it is, man. According to y'all, he never had one. You know? Anyway, though, look, man, let me get out of here. I'm way over on my time. Hey, for now, why is Dillian White acting like he can beat Wilder now? Dude, he always been talking that way, man. Just Dillian White. Dude, Dillian White's going to go away now. Dillian White's just going to go away now. Anyway, you're the biggest troll. Benedict Walt. First of all, dude, thank you very much. If I can be the best, I want to be the best. Okay, thank you, man. I appreciate you. What else you say? You're a hater. You no respect for certain fighters. I have no respect for certain people like you. Why do I have to respect you? Like, why? Why do I have to respect you? I don't owe you any respect. I don't respect you. If you're talking about you talking about fighters, I respect them. I don't know of a fighter that I don't respect. Why wouldn't I respect him? I said that I respect Tyson Fury. He's a heavyweight champion. He's the best heavyweight in the world. That's what he is. I'm not taking point. What, am I hating Canelo Alvarez because he tested positive for Combuterol? I didn't make him test positive. I didn't stick the hamburger in his throat. I stuck a hamburger in your mom's throat, but I didn't stick one in Canelo's and make him eat the Combuterol. You know what I mean? I didn't do that. He did that. Why is that on me? You know what I mean? D-Style Boxing, man. Subscribe to my man, D-Style Boxing, man. You fool, we don't respect you for none. Yes, you do. You right here. What are you talking about? Of course you respect me. Yes, you do. You definitely respect me. Why are you watching? Dude, the simple fact that you're here talking to me tells me you respect me. You pay homage to me. You're here asking me to listen to you. For now, please listen to me. I don't like you. Thank you very much for telling me you don't like me. Thank you for taking your time out of your not so busy day, getting off your grandmama's couch in the basement to go to the computer to spend your time with me. What are you talking about, dog? You definitely respect me, man. You definitely respect me. You ain't got to like me. You might not like me, but you respect me. I can tell, Holmes. The people that don't respect me, you don't come. They just don't come. I ain't listening to that dude. You bozos. Half of you bozos listening got whole bunch of you bozos got channels. I don't listen to you because I don't respect you. I only listen to people I respect. Only. And the second that I hear you and I don't respect you, I stop listening. Even Dan Rayfield, I respect Dan Rayfield. I don't like what he says, but I respect him. I do. I respect Dan Rayfield. That's why I read what he has to say on occasion, because I respect him. I know that the guy is out there in boxing and he's doing his thing and he's been around a long time and he's a hardworking guy that did what he needed to do to get the job. How can I not respect that? I respect Steve Kim. I think Steve Kim is a monster troll. I don't think he's a very bright guy, but he's on the grind every day, man, trying to do his thing in boxing, and he's been successful at reaching goals that he has. You respect? Yeah, I respect D-Style Boxing. I respect them. Otherwise, I'd never mention their names. Believe it. I would never mention their names. I say their names by name. I mention Dougie Fisher by name. I mention Steve Kim by name. I mentioned Dan Rayfield by name. I mentioned Eddie Hearn by name. I respect them. I know what they're about. I don't have to agree with everything that they do, and I can dislike all of it, but I respect them. And the way you know it is that I say their name. Now, let me tell you about your ass. I ain't never said your name. It never leaves my lips. I'll take a big old dump on your ass in a video, and you won't even know it's you I'm dumping on, okay? Because you ain't worth thinking about. You know what I mean? You a fucking stain. I wish you would have been a stain on your daddy's drawers. That's what I think about you. You know what I mean? I mean, like, God dang, man. God dog. I wish that motherfucker would have wound up a stain on the sheet. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I respect him. I do respect him. I mentioned his name. Absolutely. I respect him. Because anybody that took the abuse that BFTB put on that boy, the utter humiliation that he put on that young man, dude, the destruction that took place, and for him still to show his face, that boy is psychotic, but I have got to respect him because he don't care. Anybody that just don't care, that is completely willing to humiliate themselves and get tortured and trashed like that and come back for more, boy, that's character, dog. That shit is character, dog. That shit is character. And I mean it. That dude YB is the only dude that I have actually ever held a conversation with. That I was like, you know what? This guy has a work ethic, and he's clearly tortured individual. Let me see if I can help him. Because, dude, you know, BFTB is my guy, man. But BFTB, man, dog, man. Dude, if you go into an argument with me, I'm gonna let you walk out of it, dog. Okay, I'm gonna let you walk. I'm gonna at the end of it, I might give you just a little air. You know what I mean? I might give you a little air just so you can, you know, walk out. You know, I'll give you a chance to, you know, I'll give you a chance to stand back up straight. I'll give you a chance to stand back up straight, wipe the blood off your mouth. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Wipe yourself down. You know, I might give you a steak to put over your eye or something and tell your ass go home. Right? Not BFTB, dog. BFTB will do you wrong, grab your ass, bring you back down, bring you back, stomp you up, put you in the basement, wait for a day, and do it all over again. He don't care, dude. He don't care. So anyway, man, yes, Bomb Squad, dog. You know what it is. Hey, 70th, 007 Day said, Fanon is that dude. I appreciate it, man. UK fans can go to LDBC channel. Never, man, of course, never. Dude, come on, man. I give them their content, man. Do you realize that this book, you guys have no idea how many videos this book has done that are not for me. They have no creative power. They're just not very creative people. So they just have to do like, what's this topic? What's that? Ooh, what is it? You know, have them type of dudes, man. Nah, BFTB takes no prisoners. But look, man, I'm out of here, man. My bad on KQKC. I went way over today. But like I said, KQKC can always go live because sometimes I do it. So y'all go over to KQKC coming up next, man. Check them out. I appreciate much. Let me hit the super chat one more time. Just make sure I got everybody. And look, and to the champ and anybody that supports the champ. D-Style in that super chat and Juniper P. I got everybody. And to the champ, bro, you know, look, man, to the let me tell you, the YB merch you. Man, please. Boy, I crushed somebody so bad yesterday, dude. Dog, get out of here, man. That dude, come on, man. That mother, please. Please. He's a fan, dude. Playing my voice and making funny, snickery voices, dude, is not, that shit ain't murking anybody. That's, I ain't kind of like Fanon. I'm going to try to, he acts, dude, I listened to this dude do video me, dog, for real, man. This shit was hilarious, dude. I listened and I was like, what accent is this dude doing? These dudes was acting like I was some inner city teenager or something. Like this dude acted like he thought he like, you know what he did? He did like a young thug, you know, he like a young thug impersonation or something. Like, I don't sound anything like that, man. There's nothing about me that sounds anything like that. What are you talking about, dude? Man, that's all right, dog. But seriously, I do believe BFTB still has it up. But listen to when BFTB, the only time BFTB ever felt sorry for some damn body. Because what? Your little nerd dude, what little nerdy dude, pull somebody on the chat, dog. Oh, I'm not going to go into it. It was honey, man. It was hilarious, man. Don't miss myself, Mr. Boxing Today, and Stormy B, man, tonight at 7:30 p.m. for sure. That's D-Style Boxing. But let me get out of here, man. I'm sure it's going to be a great show, especially with Mr. Boxing Today and D-Style and Stormy B, man. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. D-Style Boxing. Be there or be square. That's what's good. And for the road, we love you, champ. You keep your head up, champ, because that's what you're going to be, champ. And they're going to call you champ. Every time somebody look at you, they got to call you champ. Champ, because that's what you are, champ. And I'm proud of you, sir. And I thank you for everything that you've done for the sport of boxing and making boxing so exciting over the last couple of years. And I wish the best for you. I can't wait to find out what you're going to do next. If you take that rematch or not, let me tell you, brother, I support you 100 miles an hour. Fuck them dudes. Just cut me a little check, dog, next time, man. Let me get some of that change. Let me get some of that rich boy change. It is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace.